we doing live? Echoes in eternity.
What's left then is to get it on, and to do that, let's go up to the ring announcer, Michael Buffer, for the pre-fight introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
I don't do no sneakers and won't use the back door. If I got a problem with you, nigga, I'ma let you know. I'ma give you a fair warning so you can be red like a predator. I only play the game if it's death. You niggas is boo. Hella lame and you cool. You niggas get in the booth and start lying about the truth. You got my nigga locked up for talking bodies on the phone. My Brody bought a new chop. I love the act that Brody on. I just bought a new beam for them suckers that wanna run. Or in case you catch me late night lacking. Hella drunk. Use a big target like the Kool-Aid man. For that money, stepping on you like a can. I'm aiming at your neck, disconnect your body from your head. No need for pyramids, call the corner cause he dead. Speed bump mafio, nigga this the mob. If you ask your bitch about me, she gon' tell you I'm a guy. Like Tay-Way with that AK, I wanna hear the bass. 7.62, slap a nigga across his face. We can fuck, but we can't kiss, you only getting his dick. If your baby daddy trip, he gon' get this big and light him up like a sick because he say he wanna smoke. Put this gun in his mouth and shoot bullets down his throat. I ain't no motherfucking joke, that's only on the Facebook. If you take me for a joke, that's how you get your face cooked. These hoes like mosquitoes, sucking, nicking, licking nuts. Don't let the bitch be the reason you get your head bust. And keep your eyes in that review when you switching lanes, or they gon' make you back your load and spill your brain. I'll be damned if I let a nigga catch me leaking. And if he do, he better make sure I'm not breathing, cause I'm a demon. I be coming like some semen. Like Freddy Krueger, I kill you while you fucking dreaming. A hot boy, creeping with 50 shots, boy. If I pop, boy, nigga, I ain't gon' stop, boy. Holy City, New Jerusalem, that's where I'm from. Don't come around here unless you got a gun. Oakland is Mecca and San Francisco is Medina. Like them carpet cleaners, we bringing posts so we can steam it. It's CMB, POG, AOB, GSF, Little ZNT, GTC, that's the GTP. Globe Town Projects, Deuce 900 to the 30s, we my bad. Shut out, Breezy, no skeezy, chili and bump. It was more reason and cool to told me don't be no bump. Don't pop no trunk, nigga, I keep it in my hand. And get the marching on you niggas like I'm in a band. Fuck a dragon, I would breathe on you like Godzilla. And make your body look like Michael Jackson did on Thriller. Yeah, I'm that nigga, the one you don't want no smoke with, cause I kill you. Why you picking up your kids? Merciless. Like I was a 9P. Rest in peace, Cool Nut from the LBC. R.I.P. Seagull from the SUV.
What's good? Feel it, episode dub. Man, we got a very, very special guest.
Stupid.
Chilling, man.
Stupid.
Chilling,
and we ain't talking PBR. I know y'all used to seeing us like doing a little split screen.
Yeah.
But we live and direct in the Quasar Vision Zone. That's where we at right now.
In the Bay Area, nigga.
The Bay Area. It's not a vibe, it's a yibe, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we in here with the Incomparable.
Shout out to my cousin Chani B.
Oh yeah, shout out to me. That song that we just played, we just did a video for that.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out by my partner, man, the very own, man. We the Party Shine, man, the best guy out there, man. One of the best guys.
Hey man, come on, we just out here working, man.
Yes, sir.
Get that work, sir. You know, the money never stops. That money never stops. So man, let me see.
Yeah, that video we just shot is called Mafia, man. That's coming to you real soon, man.
Oh yeah. So I forgot he in the UK. Let's give it up for him. He in the UK with it. You know what I'm saying? We got love from all over the place. You know, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we gonna talk that talk today because my man's was like, shoot, man, I'm in the studio, so we gonna go on and talk about some realness today. So, but before we get into that, we gonna talk about our guest today. Like, let's see what he got popping on his radar.
Real special guest,
and
man.
let's just get into it. Let's see.
A living legend, man. He a living legend in my eyes, man. Straight up.
You see it. It's incomparable.
Feel
me? So let's give
What's up with it, Shine? Let them know,
man. Just in this motherfucker chilling, man.
Hell yeah.
You cuss on this thing?
Oh yeah, you good?
You good? This grown up business over here,
I'm
man.
just making sure, man.
Man. Wait till like the first 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then after that we good.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm out here chilling, man. You know, my boy just flew me back out to the Bay to put in some work.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
and that's what we doing right now. We working as always.
Yes, sir.
Man, what are some of the projects you've worked on? Like, just tell us a little bit about you. You know.
Oh man, it's been a long time coming, but I got a whole lot of work under my belt, man. About 20 videos, you know, 10 million plus. A bunch of artists that blew up and you know skyrocketed their way into the industry. You know, a bunch of underground artists that I still deal with. You know, I mean that's what I came in the game for. So I would never leave that alone. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And I mean for the most part, I just been working on a new documentary that I'm doing right now. It's called Jobless Winners. And what I do is I'm going around and I'm talking to a bunch of people who acquire financial success without a 9-to-5. Now, not necessarily like never having a 9-to-5 in general, but just like, you know, you had a 9-to-5, but then you quit.
Figure something out.
You figured something out, and now you're running with that. And, you know, you turned
Yeah.
yourself into your own boss, and now
Yeah.
you're able to, you know, move and do what you please as far as, you know.
And that's dope how you just brought that up. You know what I'm saying? Because we over here at the E.B.H. Black Show, we come up with a lot of slogans. Like, and if you try to steal them, we're going to come get you, nigga. Because I'm from Richmond. My niggas right here, they from the town. You feel me? So, you know, it's real business. It's town. It's Globe Town business. You know what I'm saying? So understand that. But we got some shirts coming out called BOYB, and it's not bring your own beer. It's called Be Your Own Boss. You feel me?
Yeah, that's hard.
You feel me? And we made that up a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So we didn't get that from nobody.
Right.
You know?
We're not game thieves.
But yeah, what I know about We the Party Shine, man, is that when I seen some of his early stuff when he first started, man, and I watched him grow into this mega machine. You feel me? Like, dude pump out videos, and he don't waste your time, man. Like he really put in the work, and then he do what you want, he do what you do, he don't argue with you. And what I know about him is that after he's done recording your shit, he don't take 2 months, 3 months to put your shit out. Like, he really get down on your shit. Like, and he's doing man, I don't know if I want to say thousands, but I know a couple hundred niggas. This nigga, his YouTube channel, my nigga, got over like damn near 200,000 subscribers for one. Okay. And then for two, the man stayed putting out content, stayed putting out young artists that's trying to come up. You know what I mean? Because he like, listen, there's a lot of cats that y'all listen to out there that this man then put out there. If it wasn't like that, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm gonna say for me, every time I seen the artist that he shot for back then, blew the fuck up. And then it was his video that he shot that got me to recognize them. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying is that to me, he put in a lot of work, man, and he legendary, man. He made history right here in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I seen one of his videos had 40 million views. Like another one, like he shot had 30 million, like, you know what I'm saying? 10 million, whatever, 2 million. It don't matter. They in the millions, you know what I'm saying? And that's, I got to take my hat off to bruh. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Real humble guy for sure too.
Hell yeah.
And so that's the thing about the Bay is we put out a lot of great content. We put out a lot of swag or whatever you want to call it, sauce, drip, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We put a lot of that into the culture, and then the culture don't really give us the recognition that we deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's to the point now. It's to the point now. I see white people talking about Captain Saberho. Like that is like everybody knows what that
California. Is. That's what that is. Hillside, California.
Right. Copa was good. Copa, we see you.
What's that? We see you, girl.
So we do a lot of things. We set trends and stuff like that, and people take our game, take our yame, and just
for instance, like he said, Captain Saberho. Everybody say save them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they got a new term for it now. I forgot what they calling it now.
Well, I see it in books and stuff now. That's what I'm saying. I'm reading
They call it a simp.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it a simp now.
Listen, Listen, but like he said, that come from Hillside, California. That's
Right.
Vallejo. You feel me? Southeast Vallejo. Shout out to Hillside, E40 and all them. You feel me? 707. That's the Bay Area, North Bay Area, Vallejo, California. But now the word player hater, that's worldwide, bruh. That comes from South Richmond, man, right over there at the JFK Manors, man. You feel me? That's you know what I'm saying? Filthy Phil. He made that word up like in 89, my nigga. So it's a lot of words that come from the Bay Area that the whole world use. Like, it's all good. Like, when I first heard a white person say that, man, like, it's all good. I'm like, what? You feel me? Like, you ain't from Oakland? Because the first person I heard say it's all good was from Oakland. East Oakland, to be exact.
Yeah, man. So like we have a lot of influences, and then we have a lot of we have a lot of artists, like mainstream artists out of the Bay Area too. It's just that they don't let us have a whole bunch of them. Like, they let us have a hyphy movement for about 5 minutes, because it was like with Lil Jon and all them, and that didn't really last that long. And they let us have like little moments of time. So how do you feel about that? Because you get to see a lot of artists push out videos and music and stuff like that. So is it that we don't have the talent, or the appeal, not the talent, but the appeal, the mass appeal, or what do you think it is?
No, I see what you're saying, and I definitely get frustrated about that as well. But I mean, the more I've done, like the work that I've done, right, and the stuff that I've put out, and the people that I've seen, grow, like blow up and acquire fame and a nice fan base and stuff like that, as well as me, I realized that after a while, I just kind of got irritated with it, and I was just pretty much done with it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not about to sit here and stress myself out to acquire what should be given. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to continue to do what I do. I started this business without caring about getting famous. I started this without caring about the numbers. It was really about just the videos. You want a video? Come hit me up. I'll put it on my page. It does what it does.
Right.
Yeah. So when stuff start going viral, that's what a lot of people just saw that. And I had to eventually see that as well and move accordingly. But in return, I realized I'm not in the area where this amount of content, bro. I got 20 plus videos that went viral on my channel, millions plus.
Yeah. I'm a witness to
130
it.
million views total on one page. Like, and
that's what made me contact him, y'all.
Yeah, it's like, and you don't, and for me, what he's saying is I get it. You don't really feel the applause from the crowd. Like, you don't really feel that.
And
you feel me? It's like crazy to think that, all right, one person could do all of this, right?
Yes, sir.
Do all of this good work for the city and the surrounding cities. And you don't get to reap or feel the benefits of what should have came from that. Based on where we based on what a motherfucker done did. You know what I'm saying? So what I did is, what I said was, you know what? Instead of pushing for this, I'm gonna just keep working the way I work, because doing what I did to get here is what I'm gonna continue to keep doing. I'm not gonna change up something, and I'm not gonna try to be something that I'm not. I'm not a favoritism type of guy. So I'm not gonna hold your hand, and I'm not gonna stay around you and beg and bug you to give me my flowers. It just, you know what I mean? So it's like, and there's so many artists and there's so many people that do things out here in the Bay Area, right? Other than making music, that deserve their flowers, and they're just never given.
Never.
So yeah, I mean, and I get it. It sucks, you know what I'm saying? But how I treat that is, I'm just doing what I did when I first started. Just treat it like you just started. Every day you get up, when you got clients and when you working with people, treat it like you first started. Don't worry. Well,
you hear that Apex
don't
business?
Really worry about all that like that.
That's Apex business. You hear it?
Yeah,
Apex. See what we saying, y'all, about that is like, he's not an alpha. He's above that. He's an Apex. He talking about working in a humble atmosphere. You feel me? He talking about. Did you hear what he said? Keywords: start it and finish it like you just started.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, and back onto what we was talking about, you know, before he just laced y'all with that game related situation. But now back to the whole Bay Area being dissected and you know, having its organs taken out and replanted in the Midwest, the South, the East Coast, and all that junk going on. Man, listen, bro. Back in the 90s, man, when I was a young pup growing up, man, the Bay Area ran hip hop completely. Like we had back-to-back bangers. You feel me? We had Spice One, we had Too Short, we had E40, we had Rappin' Forte, we had man, Tupac. Do I need to keep going? Like we had Money B, we had we had Richie Rich, we had rest in peace to his father, Seagram. He was one of the first Bay Area artists to get signed to a major deal with Rap A Lot over there fucking with Jay Prince, man, in Houston, Texas. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And that's this man Pops from 6ix9ine Village. You feel me? I shouted him out in my new song that we just shot the video for. R.I.P. Seagram. You know what I'm saying? When I first heard a Seagram song, bro, I was just like, because I knew I was already a little street apex predator as a young nigga. And when I heard Seagram, bro, first songs I heard from bruh, my nigga, I was like, DeVille and all that, man. I was like, dude, this nigga is hard as hell, my nigga. And he was like coming up in that Too Short era. It was Too Short the player, and it was Seagram the gangster. You feel me? And back in those days, bro, hip hop was being dominated by Bay Area music. You had the you know, the NWA, the Above the Laws, and you know, the DJ Quicks, you know, they was always major, you know what I'm saying? The Snoops and shit, they was always hitting hard, and they always show Southern California more love than the Bay Area, because what I see is Bay Area is like Africa, the most hated motherfucking region. You feel me? Like, let's just keep it real, bro. We contributed so much to this culture, my nigga, verbally and mentally, you know what I'm saying, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the Bay Area is the shit, bro. Like, you feel me? And they, like you said, they don't give us enough props, or they don't take their hat off enough for us. You feel me? We the top hats, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, we the top hats. California, hold on, cuz. When they think of California, Brody, when they think of LA.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying?
When people say California, they think of LA now.
You know what I'm saying?
They think of LA for sure.
And there's no disrespect to LA. I love LA. But now I'm a Bay Area, Northern California fool you. You feel me? To the neck.
Yeah, and but then even to that though, like when West Coast music started popping was because of LA. And so it gave us a little bit of shine. But
Too Short blew him out, bro.
Too Short
was a one-man band.
It's like
platinum numbers.
It's like LA mess with us because they listen to our music.
Oh, hold on. No. You thinking back in the day, bro. I will tell you a story how the North overpowered the South. You feel me?
Now?
Yes, today. Them boys rap like us, talk like us, dress like us. They don't wear Ben Davises no more. They don't wear Dickies no more.
But I'm saying all that to say, but do they mess with us like that?
Yeah, man, look at Mozzie. I mean, look at YG and Mozzie. Do you think it was Mozzie that reached out to YG? Fuck nah, nigga. It was YG. Hey, man, I need a boost. Just like with my little cousin Slimmy B from SOB. Shout out to SOB and my little cousin Slimmy B. That's my blood cousin. But now, just like Kendrick Lamar reached out to them on the Black Panther soundtrack, you feel me, for the song Paramedics? Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, Slimmy B said, dude called him up and said, come to the studio. They didn't know what was going on. Then they laid the song down, and them niggas was handling it. It ended up being a song. You feel me? But he asked them to come. So that lets you know, man, we won that war. You feel me?
Dang. So let me see. Corinne say, excuse me, you gotta keep pushing and have a team behind you and stay consistent. You just need to stay in your purpose and not look for gratitude or accolades. It will come naturally if you truly have good music and it's in your character and how you carry yourself. Yeah, and I'm not even, when I even brought it up, because like we really know that. We really don't. No, I agree with what you're saying. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is like we really don't trip on it because we already know how it is. But also in our hindbrain, we looking at the game like, especially if you're a competitor. And you like, oh, okay, y'all still sleeping on us like that? Okay. So that just make you grind a little bit harder, because even with the Too Shorts and the E40, does E40 get the props that he get? Like when you say top 20 rappers ever? Is E40 ever in that conversation?
No.
Top 25, top 50? Never. They'll never put him there. And I know a few rappers that he'll eat up.
And what I will say too about consistency is yeah, you are right with that, but nowadays motherfuckers is buying their way into the game. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000 with you.
With promotions
That
and all
consistency shit, like that's cool and all, but I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I was telling people that like 5 years ago. Now I'm telling niggas, bro, pay for promotion.
Right.
Pay for YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Buy your way into that shit. And you see how they doing on Instagram and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
They want to charge you to post and promote your page and stuff like that, right? Then when you throw $200 on there, your shit got 10,000 views on it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nigga, like buying motherfuckers buying their way into this shit now.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, that's kind of like how the big corporates have always done it. And so now that YouTube is such, it's like a world where everybody can be their own network and their own broadcast company. Now we're going to run it like a real business. You got to pay for ads. You got to pay for promotion. You got to pay for stuff. Like you can do a podcast in your car, right? But you better pay for promotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll lay out a whole plan for you. They'll put a $50,000 budget out for you, and they'll have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube features, wardrobe, photo shoots. They'll have all of that in there for you. So it's crazy. Like the game is completely changed right now. Like you can create a buzz, but if you want to get into that industry, it's gonna cost a bag.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost a bag. He said, let me see. Copa says that's because we're so dope and the people in power are allowing others to come in and get played on our radio stations before us. I'm so glad we have YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, and Apple Music to put out ourselves. Absolutely. And then you out there in the game, you have an artist. I mean, like you do it. You understand how it goes.
I remember at a time in the Bay Area played Bay Area music.
Right.
You feel
me?
me?
It used to be nights. I don't even know, because I don't listen to the radio. They used to have nights where they just play Bay Area music.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nova says payola, AdSense.
Yeah, he talking about them ads.
Yeah, he was just here talking stocks with Sean for about like 45 minutes.
Yeah, them niggas got in.
I swear I should have recorded the whole thing and ran it back.
Yeah, them
probably would have learned something right there. Then they'd have been mad. I'd have been charging y'all. You want crypto? I have a plan for you.
You want to know a lot? Like this is how dope Sean is though, bro, on some real shit. And I ain't trying to put his business out there, and I ain't finna get into details and nothing. But like, you remember last time, you know what I'm saying? Like 2 years ago, we was working with Sean, and he was like, man, I like these other video guys wouldn't even have the outlet they got if it wasn't for him. Like Sean was so popping at one time in the Bay Area, bro. Like he was the only guy to go to. You feel me? He was bro, he had so much work, man. He couldn't, it was just crazy, bro. The man had so much going on. So what he did was he went and got some underlings. You feel me? Put a bunch of underlings together, and they some big dudes now. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, they some big names, and we ain't gonna get into no names, but they some big dudes. They shooting a lot of good videos. You know, I don't know how many subscribers they got because they hiding them, but you know, his subscribers is, you can visualize them, almost 200. He pressing up on it, like he damn near at the finish line with 200,000.
Yeah, man, I done helped out a lot of people, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and he right. I mean, it was at a point where
overwhelmed.
I definitely realized, I was super overwhelmed, and I definitely realized, like, you know what? And it's crazy to think that, you know, now that I look back, it's like, man, bro, for me to be that young and for me to think like that when you have that much power, I didn't even know it was power, bro. Like, to be honest, I was just working. I didn't even know what it was, but my first thought was help my friend.
Yeah, let me ask you a question.
And it's crazy.
Let me ask you a question, Sean, because you know I just want to see where your mind is at. You know, this is maybe a Jedi test, right? If you could go back, because these dudes that you took under your wing and added, look, this man, look, at the time he did this, he had 150,000 subscribers. Okay, he brought these dudes in, gave them the accounts to his shit. They had access to his stuff. You feel me?
Yeah,
So they shooting videos. You feel me? They shooting videos, uploading it on his channel, getting the vibe. You feel me? Getting it on, right? But he called them through. He didn't need to, but he was overwhelmed with work, and he said, "Hey man, y'all come fuck with me. I got niggas that, you know what I'm saying, that you can shoot for. So what ended up happening, long story short, a couple of these guys Mack Stabbin, start shooting videos for cheaper than him. You feel me?
Short stopping.
You know what I'm saying? Not even a second baseman. These niggas is the second stream second baseman. We need you when the second baseman ain't doing shit. You feel me? Showstoppers. You know, and I ain't mad at him. Right. You feel me? I ain't mad at him. But now, what the situation is that he had a good heart and he brought brothers in. Now, my question is to Sean now, if you could go back and all that overwhelmed work that you was overwhelmed with, would you just say, fuck calling these niggas? If you could do it all again, would you say, fuck calling these niggas?
Oh, definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah, boy. See, that's a business
without a
man.
Doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah. Without a doubt, I would do all of this by myself.
Because guess what?
All of this by myself.
Jedi. That's a Jedi. Because guess what? He understood that the Mack Stabbin was a spiritual op, and he let him get over on him. You feel me? But that's later on when we get into the spiritual thing.
Well, that's why you kind of got to go. That's where experience is the best teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So like now you can get that game, and also you can apply that to stuff and further, because had you haven't learned from that, you'll go right. Let's say you get into it again, you'll jump right back into it. Right. All right, let me help my people out, because that's what our innate thing is to do. Like if I get a bag and I know that somehow y'all can help me get the bag, let's all get the bag, right?
Right.
But it don't work like that, because you can't get the bag with everybody.
And then he taught them the game. You feel me? He didn't just take them in. He took them in and taught them like Master Yoda taught Luke.
Yeah, these was cameramen that definitely one of them had no interest in doing this at all. To be honest,
he said he
had no interest to do this.
He said he Frankenstein the nigga,
and
he's alive.
I pulled
it's alive.
The battery in his
I had to pull it out of this one, right?
Yeah.
And the other three, there was one of them who looked up to me real good. You know what I'm saying? There's one of them out of my first team that I'm still cool with, right? We cool, we tight. You know what I'm saying? I got no issues with him.
Yeah.
But the other three,
he must have graduated. The other ones
basically yeah, exactly. He graduated. I said now and when he graduated, I said now that's how you do it. You don't do it like the other. Yeah, so I'm saying you don't do it like the other.
The other niggas did. Study with you and then went to another school and got their diploma.
The other niggas took my homework and ran off with it and act like they did it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. You see what I'm saying?
Got a degree.
When it got a degree.
Exactly. They looked over my shoulder, copied my notes, and then ran off. And act like they did it on their own. You know what I'm saying? Got a good grade and ran off.
Yeah.
You know, and didn't tell them where they got it from.
Exactly.
Didn't show love. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, you know, it was the how much attention that I was getting at that point, that I really realized that I can, but I can't at that moment. I thought that I cannot take care of all of this at one point. Like there's so many people calling me at one time. There's so much work to be done and be made and be put together that I want to be able to get to all of these people. I want to be able to grow this as big as I possibly can, because this is like a 5-man clientele base that is growing right in front of my face, and I'm only one person.
Right.
How am I going to reach every single person? And that's what I instantly thought, like, damn, all of these people are calling me. So you know what? I want to be able to reach everybody. I don't want to be able to say, oh, I can't shoot with you today. Can we shoot this day? And then he tell me no, and then we got to end up, you know, now somebody else shooting with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me build a team so it can all be here. It worked out for about 2 years, but then once those cameramen start to grow and get their own name, weird stuff started happening.
Off your vibe though.
It was all off of my vibe for sure.
Yeah.
It was all off of what I created.
Like you threw a stone in the lake that was plastic.
None of them brought any. None of them brought any more attention to the channel than what it had already had. If anything, they built it. They helped build it
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
So
like
you threw it was a plastic lake. It was not nothing going on in this lake. You threw a rock, created these ripples, and then they just said, "Oh, they just jumped in a part of your ripples."
Right, basically. So it was
they didn't do nothing. The ripples was already there.
It was the clientele base was already there.
Yeah.
If anything, when they came in, it was more of an opportunity for those clients that are trying to get on the channel to get on the channel. So that's the reason why. The reason why they were getting calls, because majority of the clientele split came from those people that were trying to get on my channel. Yeah. And then they got attached to other cameramen that were on the channel, because they were able to get on the channel. So it's like, okay, well, I don't have to shoot with you, because you got other people on the channel.
So basically,
which I never knew, but yes, that's also part of it as well.
In turfland terms, basically, he had a cracking spot. It was juking. You feel me? $1 million spot. He didn't have to call nobody to come hustle for him. If he closed, he could just close. This shit was still gonna pop no matter what. They just wouldn't be, when he went home, it was over with. But instead of closing shop, he let some other little cats come peddle their little stuff off. Right. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas, what they started doing is they started saying, "Hey, I got a spot around the corner. Here's my number." And so that's what they was doing, show stopping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really, that's what I call side winding. You know how a snake that, you know what a sidewinder is, right, Black? Yeah, he a snake that goes sideways. So they went sideways on my man's in the snake way. So they were sidewinding.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So at one point in time, when everything went left field, right, it was just down to me and one other person. Yeah. Right. And then that's the one that graduated. And I respected it. I said, okay, you know what? I get it. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. You actually deserve to do your own thing. I feel you. You feel me? As long as you do your own thing and we can still be cool and collaborate and do certain things, then that's cool.
Shit or whatever, stuff like that.
Then that's cool. I don't have no problem with that. We could have also did that with the other three, but instead they want to move over and act like they was never in my lane or never knew me from the beginning.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's because they just lacked business etiquette?
I don't think it had anything to do with business etiquette, bro. I think it had everything to do with them wanting
your spot,
wanting my spot, and wanting to do like they wanted to be me. Like they wanted.
I want to be like him.
Like I don't want to work for his channel. I want my own channel. I want all of these subscribers. I want all these videos that I'm uploading. I want it to be on my channel, right? These views that I'm getting, these people that I'm uploading on this channel, this should be for me. Why am I doing this for someone else?
Basically,
you know what I mean?
And basically, instead of like coming at you and say, "Hey man, I'm gonna work with you just a little bit more, bro, but can you help me do what you're doing?" They didn't even come at you like that, right? Like,
when they gained their status, they forgot where it came from.
Yeah, off of you.
And it's like I can't. And it's like you know, like when you try to remind a person where it came from, they take it the wrong way. And that's basically what was going on, where it's like, bruh, y'all doing all of this, but out of respect, bro, y'all should have just kept rocking, because we would have been way bigger.
It was a team. Y'all was like Voltron, because listen, this is what I noticed on your channel.
Huge. It was big.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. I noticed that all the videos said shot by We the Party Shine. That's what most in the early days.
In the early days, all of them.
And then I started noticing on the same channel, it started saying other names, like two guys together, another dude by himself, another dude. You feel me? I started seeing. I was like, oh, this is dope. These niggas like Wu-Tang Clan, but video niggas.
Right.
So I honored that. I admired that. I was like, these boys is dope. You feel me? And then that's when I noticed. I seen niggas shooting by themselves. Two dudes went by themselves.
Right.
And I was like, wait a minute, what happened to I said, okay, these guys on their own. Then I seen one of your other dudes go by himself. And I'm like, okay, these is all. I was like, yeah, then that's when I got up with you, and that's when you explained what was going on. A lot of Mack Stabbin, you feel me? So
right.
But like say they had did this, Sean. Say they had came at you like, hey, bro, I like fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you putting me on. You know what I'm saying? But can you help me get on your level? You know what I'm saying? If they had took that approach, what would you have told them? Like, well,
early on, I'm not gonna lie. So I felt like the split was way too early.
It was.
And it had nothing to do with me
was.
and what I was doing. It had everything to do with wants and needs of other people who didn't have that mindset when you first came in.
Yeah.
When you first got brought in, it wasn't I need more.
Yeah.
It was I'm ready to work and I'm ready to put in time and I'm ready to put in work for this. You understand what I'm saying? Then when your eyes get big and you start to lose sight of the actual mission and you start trying to do side missions and then you get lost in the sauce, that's basically what happened. It was just like, bro, y'all are focusing on the wrong thing.
Trying to get rich too quick.
Trying to get too much. You're trying to get too much. And you're trying to dip into a pot that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
That doesn't belong to you. You're trying to dip into a pot that has nothing to do with you. That's like asking the owner of McDonald's for some of his money, for some of his royalty money for starting a company, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been flipping these burgers for years, bro, and you ain't giving me nothing. Okay, I'm gone. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you just cut yourself out of a check for no reason.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure y'all had an understanding on the money split and everything.
Everything was already laid out. I would never allow a person to come up and put themselves in a position to work for something bigger without explaining them the full details of everything, right?
Yeah.
Especially when when the first one came, he already knew what was going on from the jump, right? He already knew everything.
And I'm pretty sure he eager to work with you. Like eager to like, oh yeah, like you know, let's do this.
No. The first one didn't care about it at all.
Oh,
the first one didn't want to shoot videos. I forced him to shoot videos.
Oh, okay.
Because of the workload.
Because of the workload.
Right.
I forced this nigga to shoot videos. Like, bro, this is what you need to do. I promise you.
Right. It's money here already.
I done called him 3 and 4 different times. Like, bro, you need to come out here.
And that's one of the more.
He said no. He said no 2 times. Then the third time, I was like, I'm not taking no for an answer, bro. I promise you, you will get a bag, bro. Come out here. I promise you.
And remind me.
And everything took off for him, bro. And he got his own clientele base now.
That's one of the
he's able even with the split. You have people that you met off of what I built that is helping that helped your career up itself. You know what I'm saying?
Big names too.
Now the other 2 that came after him were part of a challenge that I did. I did a challenge and I did something to add more people onto the channel, like more cameramen, right? I only wanted 1, but he came with somebody else. Yeah, basically, like
tryouts.
I only wanted 1 person, but he came with somebody else. So I was like, all right, that's good. You know what I'm saying? If that's your people's, then that's my people's. I'll bring them. You can bring them too, but we got to make sure that they're good. So basically, I primed both of them. I was like, your videos got to be up to par first, so y'all can mess with the channel, right? Y'all part of the team, but I need your visuals to get a little bit better. So they got primed, their videos got better and everything, and then they were able to put videos on the channel. Then they were able to start posting it. So it's like, why go through all of that, right? And then turn around and try to act like somebody did you wrong. All in all, because you wanted your own. Like, if you want your own, just express that, right? I might feel some type of way because you came in, right? You came in and you did what you had to do, right? You gained you gained a major clientele base.
Yeah.
You got your in 1 year, in 12 months, you had your first video with 1 million views on my page and you just started shooting videos. It took you 12 months to do that, right?
Yeah, that's good.
And on top of that, you have majority of my clients calling you now, right?
Yeah.
Which is helping you out, which is benefiting you in the long run. So if you do run, these people that got used to you and want to shoot with you, they're going to want to shoot with you too as well. Because when you're working with a cameraman, it's not always just about what channel you can get on. It's about what image you're getting from them.
Right. That should be the most important.
That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. It's not really about the views. It's about the image that you're getting. How good of a cameraman are you? So when the split happened, clients left with those 2 and clients left with the other one as well. So it was like, okay, they're gone, he's gone, I'm here. One other one is here, but he's super into effects and stuff like that. So he doesn't really pull in that many clients, but the videos that he do is always immaculate. So it's just like, okay, And so he was just the guy like that was just like, bro, your videos are literally better than everybody else's videos, but you're not a running gun shooter. You don't just shoot 30 videos a week. You know, you don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? You're like a 3 video a month type of guy, but your video, when they pop out, you like everybody, you watching and you picking apart the video because you got so much effects and stuff going. So he was cool.
Quality over quantity.
He was dope, but he wasn't really he didn't really bring in that much clientele, and he knows this. You know what I'm saying? He knows this. Like he knows what type of shooter he is.
Yeah.
But
quality.
at the end of the day,
quality.
when he pulled out, like it was just me. So now it was like, okay, now I have to start back from ground zero, right? But I started it from ground zero, so I don't care. But I did feel some type of way because, like you asked me, would I do it all over again? Hell the fuck no. I would do this shit by my goddamn self, and I would run my own campaign by myself without adding in people that had their own selves in the forefront of what I had going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think about it like oh, this is something that I had going on type of shit, right? But at the end of the day, early on, this is what I had going on. When y'all got in, it was a we thing. We are going to eventually explode and go up to the top. All of us together, tackling all of these clients, tackling all these videos, putting all this work in and stuff like that. This is going to put us in a position to blow up, eventually become a full production company, come out to these videos all together, shoot big projects, move on and do everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you're dealing with certain people that just want their own, it just, there's no way it can work like that, because at the end of the day, they always want to be I, not team. Exactly. They're always thinking that that's literally what they're thinking about. They're not thinking about nobody else but themselves.
If y'all would have stayed on that team shit, like you said, listen, y'all break up, remind me of an SOB breakup. It was too early.
Yeah, it was too early. Too early. Just like the SOB. It was too early for them to do that. Bro.
Yeah, they should not. And then listen, this is another thing I want to tell you that I noticed. You had a particular and certain style of recording. I had started seeing your videos and I got used to it. Like, this nigga got a style. Like you brought a new flavor to the visualizing game. You feel me? And I noticed that the dudes that worked with you, came under you, has the same type of format.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? Yep. I was like, damn, these niggas just gonna steal this man whole style and everything. You feel me? You can tell that's like if you was rapping and you brought your homies into rapping and you let them borrow your style so y'all all sound the same, and then they run off and then they still using your style. Hell no, you go start doing some other shit now. You feel me? Like, you're not under this umbrella no more.
I think it's a natural thing in business in general that sometimes you gotta hold your cards close, because you don't want to, like my dad used to say, I taught you everything you know, not everything that I know. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is, for sure. And so what happens is, because I remember when he was starting his printing business, and I used to ask him questions like, well, how come you just don't ask the guy at the print company what kind of printer he uses? And he's like, they're not going to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, of course, me, you know, like how you say I am, you always got a side window. So, so me and my dad going down East 14th Street, boom, they go print company, pulls over. Go in there, ask them what kind of printer they got. I go in there, of course, they don't tell me. And so I learned the lesson is, like, they want to keep their cards close because you don't want someone to carbon copy your situation. And then once it gets to a certain point, they're going to break off from you because they think they know enough to even do what you do. But then they come to find out it's a whole lot more involved than just point and shoot. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just a natural thing in business. Now, my question is, being that we're, and when I say we're, I mean like us being Black, so new to being business entrepreneurs and things like that, we don't really know how to kind of play that game. You know what I'm saying? We don't play with honor amongst thieves anymore. Because like white people, they can be mad at each other and still get the bag with each other. We can't do that. And I'm just thinking, do you think that just has something to do with us lack of being in that arena for a while, or are we just straight up selfish now.
Yeah, majority of us are. I'm gonna keep it real. Majority of us, for real, in this community are selfish for sure, because we grow up seeing a lot of our own people getting backstabbed. So it's like a subconscious thing that I think, and a lot of people aren't. A lot of people, you're right. A lot of people in our community who don't understand the power of grouping up and actually doing this shit together. And that's the reason why when it got to a certain point, the few that didn't understand it, they scattered quick as hell. It was like they I guess they assumed that was just our hiatus. Like this is as far as we're gonna go. Now I need to go do my own thing. When that's not even it, bro. Like we would have been so big as a unit still to this day, right? And my whole thing is if there were any differences, right? Which what I told all of them, if there were any differences, none of you guys have ever said anything to me. I have called. I called one of them, and I talked to the other one, and I've asked them numerous times, what was the issue? Right. This was in the early stages. This is when the split first happened, right? Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on and stuff like that, right? So I'm trying to figure out what was the issue, because if there was a real issue, there you would have been able to come to me, explain it to me. We would have been able to figure it out, and everything would have been good, and y'all would have been able to come work, and we would have been able to get back on track.
There was no issue.
There was no issue. Exactly. And that's what I realized. There was no issue.
Hey, what was it? It was an AMG thing. What was it, Black?
Bitch better have my money and run.
Yeah, it was that's all it was. It wasn't an issue, because if there was an issue, it would have been brought to my attention. We would have figured out what we can do to resolve it. To resolve it. Because if they had any intentions on growing as big as we could possibly be as a unit, this is what you would have did no matter what. You would have stayed, you would have worked, and you would have did what you were supposed to do to get where you need to go as a team if you cared about the team. Like you didn't care about the team, so the first chance you got to split, right? Not even to mention all of the phony stuff that I done caught, one of them doing, right? Which I won't mention, but there was a lot of phony stuff that I had to bring to one of them. One of them, I had to bring it to his attention multiple times that, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this if you're working here. Yeah. If you're working with the team, you're not supposed to be doing stuff like that. That looks like a for you type of thing. That doesn't look like a for us type of thing. Why do you constantly keep doing that? You know what I mean? So yes, it was a great thing. Like as a whole, it was a great thing, bro. Because if they were for the team, the issue would have been resolved, and we would have been back together.
Squad.
And we would have been back
squad.
Exactly, and we would have been.
We got young Nova, and he had to hack in.
What's up with your Nova?
As if he didn't drop enough knowledge earlier, he's back.
Yeah, I was talking crypto, but I'm gonna go off what he was saying, what Shaw was saying. What it sounds like is, to me, the whole soon as y'all got in that field together, it was always a self-end game. Everybody, not saying you in particular, but the people that you working with, they already seen like, all right, I'm finna get here, and I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna be able to do that. Notice how everything is I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get this far. Because what it sounded like when y'all started off, you had the initiation of you have the initiative like, okay, we finna do this as a group, as a movement, a team, whatever you want to call it. It seemed like with them, they was like, you know what? I'm finna find a way to where I know I can do big. I could break it. I could make it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a group effort. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to like I remember I used to see that you had other people that was in your group when you was doing the video stuff. And then I noticed that I wasn't seeing their stuff no more. And then I was, I always sat back and I was like, man, I wonder what happened, because I know he was moving as a group. It wasn't just him. It was a group. It was another dude. I don't remember bro's name. You ain't got to say his name.
It was a couple of them. It was like about 3 or 4 of them.
Right. I ain't gonna say the names, but I remember it was a group. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, and that also come with ego too, ego and pride, ego, pride, and self. You know what I'm saying? Like the ego is they got to the point where it's like, you know what, man, I'm gonna be able to do this shit. I'm gonna do this shit whenever I want to. I can do it without him. And then, like you said, it never came up to the table of discussion privately to be like, hey, what's going on? Like, how everybody feeling? It never got to that point because it was never gonna get to that point to where they was gonna tell you. From the way they was moving, from the way they sound like they was moving, they sound like they was moving in the one direction for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna use you, to keep going to get up to where they gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I tell people, I say you can use me, but use me where we both benefit. Don't use me to where you only benefit and then you only reap the profits or you only reap everything yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because when I think of We the Party Sean, it's you. Your whole clique is you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
Yeah.
you didn't come off. It was just you. That wasn't your energy. It was like, yeah, it's my shit, but that's it. I need these niggas around me.
Well, he just, like you said, he when he started, you know what I'm saying, he brought them in as a crew. You feel me? And they didn't respect. Yeah.
Right. So that's why I said he brought them in as a crew, but when he brought them in, they were still thinking on the eye level.
Mm-hmm.
They were still on the eye level. They was you know what I'm saying? So it's like even when you first started, you was doomed from the start. You know what I'm saying? You just couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
And
But you was
and that's the reason why. And that's the reason why. When I do have conversations about what happened in the past with the team, I always regret doing these two things: not contracting them, right? Because I was so caught up in just helping my peoples. You feel me?
That would have been brilliant. That would have been brilliant.
Not taking $1 from any of them for uploading anything on my channel, right?
Right.
We all. I'm thinking like you will see the true benefits and you will see what I'm trying to do if I don't shackle you up.
Right.
But that was actually the worst thing that I could have possibly did because you know what it made you? It made them think I.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's facts. It's crazy though because you're gonna think that regardless. If that's what you hear to do, this is how you're gonna think. Because I gave you the freedom to charge how much ever you want it, as long as you wasn't undercutting nobody. I gave you the freedom to log in and upload videos on the channel without me having to say anything to you. You could have charged the dude $1,000 for a video, which some of them have done, and put it up on the channel, right? I wouldn't ask you a question. I wouldn't ask you nothing. Oh, how much you charge for this video? Okay, you charged $1,000. I need $200 for it. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Nothing. You go out there, you do your thing, bro. You make your money. Just make the brand look good, bro.
That's it.
And that's it. We all fueling this brand. We're all fueling this name, right?
And even if you did ask them, let me get the 200 on the side because you did the 1,000.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
That's what I said. Even if you did do that, I guarantee it would have been a problem.
Yeah, but I don't. It would have been a problem
for sure.
It would have been a problem. It would have been like either way it go. You see, it was a problem. You couldn't avoid the problem.
Listen, you paying come with nothing. So.
Exactly. You paying video booth rent, nigga.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and you know what? You know what? I did that at the end. I did that at the end, right? Before the split. Before the split, right? I was prompted to test them. Right? Now, the one that I put on first, which was basically considered one of my best friends. I knew him for 15-something plus years.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him, I didn't put him to this test. I left him out of it.
Right.
But other ones, the ones that came on via the challenge and the other guy, I told him straight up. I'm switching up some things right now. I'm gonna need, bro. I didn't even say 200. I said I need $50 per upload. Anybody you shoot for, I just need $50 for the video. You could add $50 on you can add $50 on your price tag.
Right. I would have just gave you the $50 right there. I would have gave you the $50 right there. That's only $50.
And I was like,
that's good, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, and you know what? Somebody, I'm not gonna say who told me to do this idea, but they said bro, you need to be charging them $150. And I was like, nah, that's too much. You know why? Because I don't care about your money.
Yeah.
But
You get your money, I get my money. You see what I'm
pay
saying?
the fee for the channel.
But yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? The channel was like a brand, and if you're gonna represent it and have your name on this brand, that's just a booth rent, $50.
Right. And it was necessary. And too, also that test was about to be over in 30 days. It was just a 30-day test to see your loyalty. Like, okay, do you really care? Like, is it that big of a deal? What type of person are you? If I ask you $50 per upload per client that you deal with, right?
Yeah.
Will you pay? Only one of them paid. Only one of them paid 11 times. They dropped 11 videos within that 30 days, and they paid $50 per video. Right. So I respect him for that. Right. And the other one, all of a sudden you're not shooting videos no more. Right. All of a sudden you got other stuff going on and you don't have, you're not busy enough anymore. Right. But before I implemented the $50 per upload policy, it was upload after upload after upload after upload. Right. As soon as I hit you with the 50, you act like you ain't shooting no more. You going out of town. You got all this other stuff going on, right? Everything but shooting music videos. Now all of a sudden you got some stuff going on, right? That's hindering you from shooting videos. So it's weird. It was weird, and I peeped that. So once everything fell through the cracks and a bunch of other stuff that I was peeping, because there was undercutting going on. There were videos that were supposed to be posted on the channel that were posted on their channel. You know what I'm saying? Just weird stuff. Like, okay, so imagine, right, that you're working for somebody, right? You bring clients to them, he pays you, right? Then you get a client that you know is about to pay 5 times more. And you take that client for yourself, don't even introduce the client to the person that you've been bringing people to this entire time. Why would you not bring that person to me? It just makes no sense. Why would you not bring? Because you know why? Because you want the bag. Yeah, it makes perfectly sense. Because you knew what this client was about to do for you. So instead of putting me in there, you want to put, yourself in a situation to take charge, to take control of the entire situation. So that's basically what was going on. It was a bunch of backstabbing, and it was a bunch of other stuff going on, based on just to create a name for yourself. Like you're building your own self up on the low, which I had to find out on my own. Like I had to just do my research and find out that, wow, you've been recently posting videos from other people that have a name on purpose on your stuff. But why aren't you posting these people's videos on here? You're shooting them, their music videos. Why aren't they going here? Every other music video goes here. Oh, but when you shoot with this person who has a name and you know they're going to get a certain amount of views, it's going on your channel. Why is it?
Yeah, because Operation Move Over. That's what that was.
Yeah, so let's switch gears, though. Switch gears. So last night we were talking about the D Wade effect.
Yeah, what was that about?
And I just want to, us three, we were on there, so we gave our opinion. But the D Wade effect was, he came out with a video saying that he don't lead his relationship. Gabrielle Union is the leader of the relationship, and she's just everything to him, and it's just a new spectrum of how relationships are, because women are saying now they want 50-50 partnerships. They don't want the man to lead. Like, what is your experience as like in the dating market? I don't know what your status is or anything, but I'm just saying, like, what are your thoughts about that? Do you feel
right here on my finger, dog?
Oh, so you already winning?
Yeah.
So you already win. You out of it. So you
I'm out the loop.
Yeah, he said I'm out the loop, so that's good. So that how long have you been married?
About a year.
Okay, cool. So, would you have a marriage that you would consider like a 50-50 partnership? Are you the leader, or what is the dynamic? And we're not gonna go hella far into your shit, but
I definitely gotta be in place of position for sure. Like I'm not one of them everything I say goes type of dudes, but you gotta definitely respect the man in the household for real. Like and you know, I mean, you have to be able to, you know, I want my woman to be able to jump in her feminine side and be comfortable and just know that the decisions that we both make or the decision that I make is going to be a representation of both of us, and it's going to always be, you know, I'm going to always try to make it the best decision. You know what I mean? I'm not just making stupid decisions, you know, for both of us just because I have the power or just because I'm the quote unquote man in a relationship. I'm not just jumping stupid and just saying anything. No, I'm analyzing everything that I need to say, and I'm analyzing things that I need to be that need to be done in a relationship, so it won't come off as, you know what I'm saying, just like some ignorant man in the household just want to take position and take control of everything. You know, like come on now.
Yeah, I think this is, let's see, I think, was this it, P? Let's see. I think this is the video. Yeah, but I think a lot of women get that misconstrued, thinking like, just because you say you want to be the leader, that doesn't mean I want to be Hitler running around all the time and telling you what you can and what you can't do all the time. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I'm responsible for everybody in here. So with that being said, let me go ahead and do what I think is best, but I'm definitely going to take your input.
Yeah,
I mean, like, why would I just make decisions that involve you without even like consulting you at all?
Right, exactly. And I mean, and I think a lot of men understand that. Echo on her. I think a lot of men understand that when you are in a relationship, there are certain aspects where the woman is in control. Like, and let's just be real. Like, there are situations where, you know, your lady is gonna have to take control. Like, and I think that and I think that a lot of people and a lot of women in the feminist movement, I think they get that misunderstood, and I think they see a lot of things that go on, and I feel like that I want to be equal to a man thing is kind of getting taken out of context, and just like they're losing control with that entire statement, to where now it's coming down on men actually being man in a relationship, and now it's ruining people's thoughts and ideas about how a relationship is supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to go. So and that's the reason why I barely like subscribe to certain shit like that, because I'm not about to go down the drain with y'all.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Remember I told you, like, he got a lot of apex business, man. I that's why I love this brother, man. This young brother right here, man, just strikes me as
took the video down or something.
They probably have, because we've been getting on it. You know what I'm saying? But now my young boy,
I told you gotta be careful. That's politics.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
politics. That's politics.
So I could see, I could kind of see what you said that he did. Now my opinion on Dwayne Wade is he lost me with what he did with his son.
Ben lost me, bro.
So whatever
1000%.
Exactly. So whatever he got going on with all this, Gabrielle Union is 100% the leader in the household and all that, and da.
Listen,
all right, you just
like
that type of dude then.
Just like you said, bro, it's a time and in a place where a woman needs to step in for her man and make the decision, because we don't make all the right decisions. It's always women. Your wife is always the best counselor that you can receive, because guess what?
Say that yesterday, Black. She say that yesterday.
She wants the best for you, so she can have the best.
Right.
And she don't want you to fall off, so she has to leave you and upgrade you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If she love you, she want to see you thrive, progress, and be active as a productive member of society. You know what I'm saying? She don't want you sitting on the couch playing video games all day. She don't want you doing. She wants you. She want to see her man get up out there every morning, walk out that door, and come back with the monkey meat. That's what it's called. You feel me? And where I got that from is that indigenous. I was watching some Amazonian shit, right? And these people, remember, Black, I was telling you the other day, people that haven't changed their lives in over 10,000 years. They just been living this way. You feel me? These indigenous people, man, have never seen an iPad or iPod, or let alone an 8-track tape. You feel me? They ain't seen nothing.
And they survived just fine.
But what happens is every day, the man of that, whatever, of the family, all the men will gather up and walk out there and go get, like, hunt these monkeys. You feel me? That they used to eat. It was like they Benihanas, or they, you know what I'm saying? They Roof Chris, you know what I'm saying? It was they, you know what I'm saying? They top of the line food out there in the jungle. So that's why I was like, they want to see a man go out there and bring home the monkey meat. Because that's what I was doing. And listen, the man that brought, some men would go out there, bro, and they wouldn't come back with nothing. And guess what? Their wives wouldn't even fuck with them. Like, you feel me? They'd be like, damn, nigga, you a loser. You feel me? And the other men came back with 2 monkeys, nigga, and their wife running up on them, nigga, their kids is happy. And it's funny, bro. Like, they have a little social society, bro, to where the kids from the family that got the monkey meat would look at the other kids like, yeah, y'all eating potatoes again tonight, huh? Like, and I was like, damn, man. So, like, they wasn't spiritually correct. Because if I would have been that man, I'd have been like, hey, man, I got 2 monkeys, man. I caught one for your family. Here you go. You feel me? But it wasn't like that. Like, I'm like, damn, if y'all think like if y'all haven't been tampered with by modern day man and y'all act like that, that tells me something about mankind, period.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Simple.
Yeah, because the woman want to procreate with the alpha male. Like, if I have one dude go out there, come back with nothing, and I got a dude come back with 2, I think she gonna pick the one with 2 because if she have a baby by him, you gotta be able to feed him. It looks like he ain't gonna be able to feed us.
Yeah,
he can't even feed just us.
Yeah, bro.
So if I have a baby by him, we all
He
upset.
ain't providing.
Now I have a baby by him. He might have a baby by somebody else, but he got enough monkey meat to feed us all. So I guess that's better than being with him. It's 3 of us with no monkey meat,
and you giving me babies,
and you giving me babies
with no monkey meat,
So
that's animal instincts
yeah,
right there. Even
the moral
animals
of the story is get your monkey meat on.
Get your monkey meat up, bruh.
Get your monkey meat up.
Even animals do that. Even animals do that. When they choose, they be like, okay, you know, the female not gonna go mate with him if she looking at him like, boy, you just lost the fight. You ain't bring no food home. He won the fight. He brought some food home. Even though this one probably can look better than this one, but the morals of this one is gonna outweigh the looks of this one over here. That's just basic animal instinct. You know what I'm saying? So that goes back to when I look at Gabriella mating with D Wade, it's like
they didn't mate together though. They had a baby, but she had a surrogate.
Oh,
Wait,
see now.
I don't remember that.
D Wade didn't have a baby. Wait, what?
I thought that was
Gabrielle Union, and it was a surrogate.
Hey man, I'm done. Hey, let's no longer talk. Hey, listen,
D Wade is over with.
We are going to blackball people that make us look immaturely, intellectually stupid.
It won't even let me look it up no more, y'all.
Because they
y'all
know
saw
about
me
you.
trying to look it up.
Look, E.B.H. Black, they ain't fucking with you, boy.
Really not.
Look,
you right now.
You know it's so cold. You know it's so cold that I was saying yesterday. I said yesterday was so cold. I said the whole feminist thing, like they put that on that child. That's what.
Yeah, they did like a motherfucker. And listen, now they teaching black people not to have sex no more. Like, man, go over here and let some other nigga put some nut in you or something from another nigga. Or listen, she probably don't even let the nigga fuck. You feel me?
Look at this. This was 3 hours ago. The sweet way Gabrielle Union and D Wade honor daughter Zaya on her 14th birthday.
Is that the little boy?
This is the boy.
Yeah, that's the boy.
Now listen, when it comes to children, I don't care if you're 18 and over, all right? You can be as happy and loving as you want to, okay? But don't be putting that stuff on anybody under 18, man. That is demonic. Demonic, man.
Look at this.
The boy
I don't
was
even
only
think
12. The
Look
boy
at
was
this.
only 12.
Hey, bro, this is the Illuminati at its highest pedigree.
Highest form.
Yes, bro.
What is going on?
Oh,
and look what he wearing.
Oh man, he is in a full effect.
Look at.
Hey, let me tell you something. That man right there. Listen, you know what happens to child stars, right? You know,
they get it bad. Child stars get it bad. They get it bad.
Listen.
No, but look at this body language, bro.
Man.
Like a proud father, huh?
Yeah,
and he's like the proud mother right here.
Yeah.
Listen, that ain't even her daughter, her son.
It's not. But she the alpha.
I know. Look how she's staring at him. A million, like, listen,
Look at this premium sucker.
Y'all know, like,
they can't see this, but
look at
I
that.
told you, D-Wade passed the
Look at
premium
his
sucker.
face, bro. Look at his unhappiness in his soul. You can't hide the soul, my nigga. You can't hide it. You gonna try to? If y'all believe that smile is real, you must be foolish. Look at his eyes. There's double barrel shotguns.
look at this, bro.
The only one happy is that woman over there, and is that her real daughter? That's the surrogate.
That's their kid. Yeah. Surrogate.
Well, so what they put it in they had it in the egg, had a chicken sit on it for 8 months, 9 months.
They didn't do it the way we used to do it.
You feel me? Look at his smile, bro. Look at his pain in his eyes, bro. Man, that man ain't happy, bro. Look at there's another one. Look at that, bro. Hey, they got shotguns. BTS.
He looking crazy. He looking crazy.
Every picture, huh?
Every picture, bro. Look. Get out. Help. Look at his face saying help. If we was to zoom in on them glasses, you would see people with guns. You hear me?
It's like that's such an issue because it's like, bro, like you're not born thinking that you want to be the opposite sex.
Right.
I've been told people that. I've been told people
You're
that. I
born,
said, you don't be
and you
born that way.
visualize a woman and you're interested in that.
Listen.
And something
Look how that
is
child is
not
walking.
wired
Right.
and clicking in your
Look how that
mind.
child is walking,
That's telling you something jumps into your mind and tells you straight up like, oh,
I blame it on influence. It's
that's
influence.
what it is. Like that's what it is, bro. People deny that shit all the time, bro. That's exactly what it is. Like it's influence, bro. If you put
That's
a natural
disturbing,
born
man.
boy in a box room for the rest of his life, never show him what a female is, he ain't gonna never say no shit like that.
Right. You're not gonna be like, yeah, I want to be a girl.
Yeah.
Like,
And then they use
You ever seen the movie Lord of the Flies?
yes.
Yeah, I read the book. I read
Kill
the book.
Yeah.
I read the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
what I see when I look at that stuff, I look at it as influence because you're not gonna be born this way. Like you can't be born that like no everything. A child's mind is very impressionable.
That's like saying somebody was born racist.
Yeah, you can't be born racist. You have to be influenced. You have to. It's just have to be taught to you. You know what I'm saying? It had to be shown around you. You had to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Sean. Oh, go ahead.
And then people be like, oh, it's okay, let them embrace it. I'm like, well, first of all, y'all teaching D-Wade how to do this, D-Wade's son how to do this. Guess what y'all doing? Y'all depopulating the black community. You demasculating them and you depopulating them. So now you're trying to kill them off, and then you're gonna stop them from reproduction. So that all you doing is just killing off the black community. And then
they want to turn around and try to get surrogates and adopt babies and all that stuff like that.
That's not
teaching that stuff is okay.
Yeah.
No,
that's where I fall short with the whole movement because look, if you gonna be homosexual, right, be that, right?
Right.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, and it might sound messed up when I say this. If you become homosexual, bro, you opt out of having kids. Like it's just in general. I know it's people who don't have, I know it's people who are not able to have kids, right? I get that, right? But if you are adopting a kid and you are giving that child a healthy mother and father parenting situation, then cool, right? But these like gay people are adopting, and these kids are growing up with either two moms or two dads.
That's a form of child abuse.
Like that is like that's not normal. Like I don't care what people say, that's not normal, and it will never be normal, and it shouldn't ever be normal, bro. I don't want a child growing up assuming that homosexuality is the first norm and then it's okay, because it's not.
And that's the thing. When it go back to the social media
right now.
Well, you heard of Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Back to the social media.
Normalize
we in it right now.
Yeah, it's the whole world now.
It go back to all that social media, because when you look on social media, they do a lot of commercials and push it, and then I'm starting to see it in kids' cartoons. And I'm sitting there
Yeah,
looking at
for
certain
sure, for
cartoons.
sure. I've been seeing, yeah, man, they been had them cartoons like that, bruh.
So,
Ben.
No,
so
but
that's what I'm
but they
saying.
got it.
It's gonna
They
be
got
a new
they got it
normal.
to where like I seen the cartoons in the '90s. Yeah, it was like little slick ones. But
Yeah.
now they got a
No,
whole
no,
drag.
they in the
They
open,
got
like they got full
yeah,
relationships.
they just open with
Yeah,
like they
yeah,
got a show on Netflix called Drag Superheroes. I'm
yeah.
like, I said, hold on, what the fuck is this? I'm like, nigga, this is drags and superhero. I said, oh, these
That's
niggas
what
got
I'm
me
talking
That's what
about, man.
kids.
all the
That's
way.
endless, brother. And listen. In my day and time, growing up, even the white man wasn't with that. You hear me? He was
Yeah.
with a lot of shit,
Facts.
but he wasn't with that shit. I don't know what white man we got running shit today. That's a whole different white man.
You want to know? You want to know what white man that is?
Which one?
Oh,
That's a Democratic white man.
shut up.
That's
PDA
exactly
said,
what that is.
PDA
That's
said you're born
exactly what
innocent.
that is.
Everything
Because
is
you want,
taught.
because look at it
Yeah.
like this. You notice that all the homosexual laws and all that shit get passed through Democrat whites.
Hey, listen. Let me.
They like-
That's how that supposed to go.
Listen. Let me be truthful with y'all. You know, because y'all know on the E.B.H. Black Show, I keep it real, brother.
Right.
Check
You
this out.
Need an opinion? Is that
And
what you need?
everybody in point. I was talking to my man Shine. We was riding up to 80, nigga, coming from Oakland. Hey, yeah, that's my partner Mac Mall from North Vallejo Crest Side, 3 C's. But now check this out, man. When I was younger, I came to that fork in the road, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a point where I thought, like, should I like boys or should I like? And y'all know me, I'm the most superficial player in the game has ever seen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Will Chamberlain ain't got no kind of numbers on me. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? There was a time where I caught myself looking at guys attractive, and I was probably in the 3rd grade, man, really young, man. And I was like, I caught myself, and I would talk to myself like, dude, what are you doing? Like, that's not how you're supposed to think. And then I would look at girls, and then so I was kind of like I don't know. I'm being truthful, y'all. I don't know what the fuck was going on in my head. But if I went through that experience, I just feel that everybody is going through that because I feel like I am everybody and everybody is me. For some reason, I feel like that. Don't judge me, okay? But I feel like at that time I was like, what's going on with me? So I chose girls because I like girls. They soft, boys are sweaty, they stink, and it's not natural. You feel me? But girls, they smell good, they pretty, they soft, their hair smell good. So I took the road I was supposed to take. You know what I'm saying?
So the thing about it is, like biologically though, but biologically,
You
as
made
a
the right
child,
turn.
You don't like when you're like learning what you are, you go through those things, right? But then biologically things kick in, testosterone, all that other stuff that make you naturally what you are.
Mhm.
But what's happening now is that they're to the point now that they're programming you before you can even start trying to make up your mind to reverse some of that now. You know what I'm saying? So now they like, okay, you can even get testosterone pumped into you as a kid, or take these pills or whatever it is that they're doing.
We got on all that.
And so,
or you can wear a dress.
And now looking at that video, we were just looking at the little D-Wade son, like that's gonna be normal.
Man.
That's gonna be normal now.
And
That's the poster child.
And so
man,
Yeah,
no, you missed
and
that.
so-
Hey, no, hold on, Black. The poster child was Will Smith's son. Go ahead.
they tried to make it him. They tried to make it him, but well, you know what? They make it. It's kind of like they do it in layers or something. Like it's not one go from A to Z. They'll be like, we'll get one A to G.
Yeah,
and we'll go from about like F to about Q, and then, they did just oversaturate you with it until it just become in the back of your mind that it's okay, right? And then it becomes okay in the front of your mind. So now that's what it seems like they're doing. And the whole reason why men want to, well, let me say the reason why God want men to lead is so they can be aware of the spiritual ops.
Yes, sir.
Because like we down here arguing about a man being 6 foot or a woman being this and all that other stuff, but when they get together, we don't even know how to deal with the spiritual side of the relationship.
And that's when we gonna jump.
And then little stuff like this that jump in become big things. And then next thing you know, you arguing with your woman, and she's talking about let your kid be who they want to be, or non-binary and all that other stuff. And so they're not even understanding that we're being infiltrated.
You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that couple, bro. This shit flipped me out, bro. There was a mom who identifies there's a mom who identifies as a man, and then the man identified as a woman. And they're raising their child to be non-binary. They're gender neutral, boy and girl.
The devil is in full effect, y'all. Y'all call me old school. I don't care.
Right.
The devil is in full effect.
Like, what the fuck is that?
I mean, total
I seen that.
nation.
I seen that.
Total damn nation. You feel me? The whole nation will be damned.
And then look, you know they knew poster child for hip hop for this, right? You know they knew poster child they got for hip hop to bring this all to the kids. Lil Nas X. Look at Lil Nas X. He got a big kid fan base, but this nigga going over here twerking on the devil. Then he got the dancing with a pole, and then got niggas licking his necks and a whole bunch of shit. And it's so funny because, like Sam said, they don't go from 0 to 100 or A to Z. They take their time with it. Like, we'll put you from A to F, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll put you from F to M, and then we'll put you nigga from M to T, you know what I'm saying? And then T to Z, you know what I'm saying? But they took it with Lil Nas X. Look at the song he came out with. Old Town Road, I'm gonna ride till I can't. Okay, they got that part. All right, I thought it was a little corny. Whatever, little horseback song. All right, that was corny. And then when they came with the next song, the Panani, and then he started dancing and moving a certain way, and I'm like, all right, that look a little questionable, but all right. And then he came out. What'd he do? He came out on June. What was it, June or July? The Gay Pride Month, whatever. You're right. whatever the month of Gay Pride was, he came out like that, right? Everybody thought his career was over. I made a bet. I said his career probably gonna keep going just because he did that. So what did he do? He did. Next, he came out with the song where he twerking on the devil. Now everybody talking about, oh, he's y'all don't understand his pain of people calling him gay and this and that and this and that. And I'm like, nigga, he been said he was. The nigga came out and said he ran a Nicki Minaj Barbie account on Twitter. I'm like, we been knew that this nigga was on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? We been knew he was on that.
In the bucket. Fruits in a bucket. Fuck it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that nigga, you built your whole fan base off kids, and then you just went from 0 to 100. You feel what I'm saying? I had to tell my son, I'm like, we ain't doing no more look. We ain't rocking with him. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. You did right. You did right.
You feel me? And then people was like, you can't tell your kid that because you're not lit. I'm like, no, bro, that's my. I said, that's my kid, bro. Whatever you teach your kid, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But that's your.
I'm raising mine right.
Kid. You know what I'm saying? Then same thing with the 6ix9ine. The nigga with the rainbow hair, getting milk pouring out his mouth, and looking like nut coming out his mouth with rainbow hair. And then nigga got a song called Fifi when Fifi in prison means something else.
Yeah, like, man, listen, that's all the spiritual ops, hard at work.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm like, I already knew hip hop was weird, you know what I'm saying? But now they just throwing it out there like, you know what, 100% go out there, just go ahead.
What happened to all the niggas want to be gangster rappers?
And then that's the funny thing. He was
and they allowing this shit, like they allowing this shit to happen. They don't even care anymore. It's to the point where the artists don't even care anymore. Like, if you really that type of person that don't care about what people think about you, they will let the industry turn them out. Here, put this purse on. Put this dress on. Here, do all this and that. We'll get you a couple $1 million. Don't even worry about it.
And guess what? You gonna make it further. you gonna make it further than life instead of this nigga over here who want to participate. Oh, you don't want to participate? Okay, cool. We'll
Right.
just
When you
start,
play that
we'll,
game,
we'll
they
start.
gonna put you up there.
Hey, listen, when you don't participate, young black brothers, and when you don't participate, they gonna yank your satellite. You hear me?
Right.
They're gonna
They gonna
take your
start
satellite
testing
from
off
you,
of
and
your
guess
bag
what?
and
Guess
everything.
what?
They gonna start.
You know what happens when they take that satellite, right, Black? They don't see you no more. They don't hear you no more. You
Right.
just only time they see you is when you post something. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got that satellite no more where everybody's seeing you at once around the whole world. Yeah, they might see you if they go to your page or something, or they go to your YouTube or something. But
Your AG
like,
is off.
yeah, but your shit is off. Please believe it. Views
Right.
down, everything. But let's explain what spiritual ops is to the peoples and shit. Spiritual ops is a situation to where you, like Black was saying, you get into it with your girl, and it might be something that's minute that turned into like a tug of war like situation to where it just now it's World War III. You know what I'm saying? It was something small, and what it is you got to recognize the spiritual ops. Me and Sean was talking about that on the freeway earlier, sliding down the 80. You feel me? The spiritual ops, like you got to understand when somebody. Sometimes people don't even know that they are possessed by a spiritual op. They just be like out of it, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
like I didn't had a person like say something to me, like one of my ex, she done said some crazy shit to me. Spiritual op got all up in her, and then I didn't combat it. I just whatever. Then later on, I approached her like, hey, did you know what was you talking about earlier? And did you know that sometimes she would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, earlier when you said this, and that, and I will repeat it verbatim. And she would say, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say that. That's the spiritual apps, brothers. If you don't understand that, you got to recognize that some people don't even know what's going on. Like when people go out there and commit a robbery or murder, and then they ask the detectives, like, why did you do it? I don't know. Like I blacked out. I don't know. That's a spiritual op. Your mental, your spirit is so weak and broken that to attack you and take over your body and your mental is easy. So for about 10 seconds of your life, you didn't shot somebody and robbed them, and you don't even know why.
Right.
Some people's whole life is already taken over.
Exactly, that department. And what department is that, nigga? The fact department, nigga.
And then it was so cold. It was so cold. We can't use spiritual ops in court.
No, and listen, that's the most important thing it should be in. Your motherfucking reverend looking ass nigga up there, dressed in that reverend's robe. You feel me? Y'all look like y'all connect. Y'all be talking about, man, do they even still talk about the Bible in court? I think they do. I ain't been in court in so long. Do they still pull out the Bible?
You talk about put your right hand on the Bible and swear.
Yeah, they still do that in court because you know they took it out of school, so I'm thinking they took it out of court too.
Still do it in court.
Yeah, they still do it in court. They took it out
but
of school.
the niggas still lie anyway.
Exactly.
They took it out of school. They took it out of school. They took it out of school. That's a programming right there.
Yeah, they took that out of school real fast.
Take that out
a long time ago too.
Yeah,
a long time ago. Listen,
take that out.
Let me tell you what happened to the world, my bros. What happened to the world was when they took the Bible out of school, when they took God out of school, and when they took SWATs out of school, and when they stopped parents from whooping children.
Oh yeah.
Because now what we have now is some horrific little gremlins running the streets. You know how the gremlins got water on them and they just multiplied? That's what happened when we stopped teaching them about God from school, and we stopped letting parents and the principal swat me. Listen, I got swatted. I was the last Mohicans, my nigga, because when I left the school, I was talking to the next little generation. I was like, y'all still? I said, I got swatted. I said, man, y'all no, we don't get swats no more. They don't do that no more. So y'all could just be bad as fuck. Yeah. Do you imagine, bro? Them SWATs calm me down, bro. Them SWATs calm me down a lot. You feel me?
It's a different society now.
Yeah, you can't discipline.
They want to take discipline out.
Man,
they want to take discipline out.
You see what happened, right? You get a lot of disrespectful gremlins running around this motherfucker.
Entitled adults.
You feel me? Yeah. Now they on opioids and all kinds of shit. You feel me? All kinds of upgraded drugs and shit. What the fuck? You feel me?
And you know what's cold? You know what's cold? You know why they took that discipline out? Because you notice how us black community, we used to discipline our kids so much that it was like, oh yeah, we finna cut that out of these niggas. Let these niggas keep doing what they doing, or put him on timeout.
Man, listen, them
Timeout,
ass
nigga.
whoopings.
What
I
the
wouldn't
fuck
be who I
timeout
am.
finna do?
Yeah,
Timeout
I
ain't
don't
finna
know
do
how.
shit.
I don't
Niggas
know
talking
how
about
I would survive without whoopings.
go sit in the corner for timeout. Like that's gonna work. Niggas, nobody that doesn't work. Sitting in the corner for timeout don't work. That I don't even know who came up with that shit and who really
Man,
thought that shit worked.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I still spanked mines, man. When they was young, I whooped their little ass, nigga.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
gonna
care.
get a tap.
Yeah, I give them a tap. You know what I'm saying? But you can't even
Don't
do that.
incriminate yourself and have them people at your front door.
You
Nigga.
can't you can't give
They
them a
grown now.
tap.
Ain't nothing they
I
can
ain't
do.
talking about you.
Oh, okay.
I used to get my ass whooped in the grocery store. You can't do that no more. Soon as you do that, oh, they calling the police on you.
But
Niggas
now
used to
you can discipline your child. It's more of a mental game now. You know what I'm saying? Because when you whipped your child, they supposed to not know why they was getting the whooping, not you just start beating the hell out of them. So you know,
that's the difference
one
between
part
beating them
logical,
and
one
whooping
part
them.
physical. Now they take the physical part, so now you gotta do shit like take their tablet away for a month and watch them
That
die
shit don't
from
even work.
death.
That nigga said watch them die. That's worse than the ass whooping, boy.
Right. So now
that ain't nothing. They'll get it back. They already know that. But that ass whooping is something that you can take with them.
Shit, I used to get all of it: the ass whooping, the punishment, and everything that come with it.
Yeah, I think the amount of shit that this new society has pushed us to tolerate is just gone way too far. It's about to spiral out of control within the next couple of years for sure.
Yeah.
The way they got us doing things, everything is sissified. That's how I look at it. Everything is sissified.
Yeah, it's because it's the whole. This is a byproduct of the feminist movement. I mean, like,
yep.
We all know.
I mean, it's to the point we're trying to get. It's to the point we're trying to get. It's to the point we're trying to get. They're trying to get you to understand how a biological man transing into a woman is a real woman, and if you don't agree with that, you are transphobic, and that's considered hate speech.
That's
and
crazy.
You getting canceled. And you getting
And you're
canceled.
getting
Everything
canceled.
about you getting canceled. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's just out of control. It's out of control. And then you know what? I've had conversations with these people right on Clubhouse, and it's like talking to a brick wall. It's like talking to a mental patient, right? Through all the conversations that I done had with them and try to get them to understand what what it was.
Right.
I realized that I feel like I'm literally talking to someone who has a mental illness. If you can't understand where I'm coming from when I tell you that you are not a biological real woman, you want to separate gender from sex and play all these word games. Well, I don't need to have a conversation with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? I done had 3 or 4 rooms hosted where I went back and forth with people in that community. And I promise you, it's like talking to somebody with a mental illness that doesn't know that they have a mental illness. You're never going to get anywhere until they realize the truth.
And the kind that stir off into the day and drool. Oh.
Yeah, it's like arguing. It's like arguing with a person that argues from their truth, right? It's like I got caught on camera slapping the shit out of somebody, right? But the police pull up, I go to jail, I get in front of the judge, and I still tell them no, I didn't do it.
Right.
That's what it is. It's like I'm forcing myself to believe that I didn't do it, so I'm gonna argue that until the day I die. You have me on camera, you have proof. I didn't do it. You can see my face. You clearly see it's me.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you that it that's not me. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. That's what it's like trying to convince a trans person that they're not a real woman.
Okay, so you just recently been married. Who asked who to get married?
Oh, it was me for sure.
Yeah.
So what
you sure your wife didn't get down on one knee?
Okay, so let's say if she beat you to the punch and she asked you to marry her first, would you have done it?
Oh, that's a hard one right there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I would feel some type of way, right? Definitely. But I definitely don't. I mean, in that sense, right? So look, we use this as but I use this as an example all the time, right? Am I for that? Hell the fuck no, right? Man up, nigga. If she don't want to marry you, who gives a fuck, right? Get down on
Right.
one knee, nigga. If you fuck with that, that's what you fuck with. You want to be with that the rest of your life. Get down on one knee. If she say no, she say no. Go return the shit. Right. At the end of the day, but we use this as an example when they want to holler that equality shit. You want to
Yeah.
be equal to a
I
fucking
told
man,
you.
get on your motherfucking knees again and ask another man to marry you. Then.
He can't answer that
Okay.
But
because
it ain't no equality, so that shit
E.B.H.
ain't never
black.
finna happen.
E.B.H. black. He can't answer that because that's not the type of woman he chose. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
That's why you see how he danced around it and talked about some other shit. I tried to save him, like, hey man, you can use that for the last moments.
Because I'm not for that shit at all. Like,
I'm not saying throw the baby away with the bathwater. I'm just saying, would you be like, get the fuck up? Let me at least get down on my knee and ask you or something. We could get married.
See, but that's the side effect of that
But
equality.
oh hell,
exactly.
That's
They give me the picture. They be going like, I'll be like,
I wish a motherfucker would do some shit
That-
like that.
that's-
I'd be like, no,
I wish a female would
that's
do
that
this shit.
side
I'd
effect
be
of
like,
that
no.
equality.
I'm not marrying
want-
you. Do
See,
this.
that's what happens when y'all keep talking about equality. Women, it's equal. It's okay to do that. Now
Man,
you want
listen,
to
man, let's go back to the 50s.
now you want to take a
Let's put
now
out
you
the
want to
racial
take a
shit.
man.
Right.
Now you want to take a man place.
Let's go back to the races. We need to restart.
Yeah.
Now you trying to take a man place. That's a man's supposed to be on his knee. But y'all preach equality so much to the point where now y'all feel like y'all can really do everything man can do. And then now you got these goofy women out there on their knees proposing, you know what I'm saying? And that's all that backtracks to the feminine shit. Y'all want to be so equal to man on every aspect of every level that y'all feel like everything y'all can do it just as good as man or better. So
Man.
now the females, they gotta sit back and y'all gotta start questioning y'all little female friends just getting on their knees. They representing y'all. Y'all preaching equality. This is what y'all want, right? Now it's not okay. Now you feel like that's not okay. So when is it okay for you to stop trying to be equal to a man? Or is it certain things that you keep picking that you be like, you know what? Y'all don't need this. We can do that. Okay, no, y'all can keep that part. We gonna do this. Like y'all, you can't do that. Stop trying to be equal to a man on every aspect of the level. Let the nigga
Bro,
lead.
women will never be equal to man. The amount of the emotional response that we get from women, right? 99.9% of the women, the way that they react to certain shit just proves that we as men are not equal. Like,
Right.
It is just never gonna be the same.
Never.
But they sure the hell trying though.
Listen.
But they're trying to move that. They're trying to move it, and it's not gonna fucking work. Like, you want to try to bring in that narrative, and it's never gonna fucking work because when it come down to sitting in a house with a nigga and somebody else pop up and try to rob the shit, then you gonna be looking stupid if the nigga sitting down with his legs crossed up talking about you gonna handle that.
Right.
Only thing
you gonna feel so dumb.
Only thing women are equal with men in is mental. Like, they could be mentally equal with us. They're not physically equal with us. And you know, that's pretty much it. So they trying to be like us is like too much. They trying to be like us too much, like in the workforce, and you know what I mean, just like it seemed like they on this hype, like we can do what they can do and even better. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's messing up the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? That's messing up the natural order of things, because we as men we supposed to take care of a woman. You know what I'm saying? So we got a bunch of men out here that's getting taken care of by women, and it's messing up the natural course of life. It's messing up the ecosystem, bro. Like, so now you got these renegade women out here having sex with multiple alpha males. You feel me? It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just out there because they married a beta, you know what I'm saying? And he probably could have been an alpha, but the system is set up to where they just mass producing these beta men. You feel me? Premium suckers.
It be the women that deal with women, right? It be the lesbians too that
all this
that
stuff
be popping up.
Yeah,
it be the
bro,
lesbians that's really strong minded when it comes down to this feminist movement, right? They blame everything on men, right? It's the man's fault, right? The reason why we're at in society today is because of man. in control for since I've been born, right? That's how they think, right? So they blame everything on the man, but that's not true. Decisions that are made are also made based on what a woman is going to want. You know what I'm saying? What men are going to want, what kids are going to want, what people in society are going to want. It's not just one man just sitting up there
Right.
you know what I'm saying, passing laws without question and stuff like that, bro. There are things that happen in society that are based on women's opinions, women's rights, and etc. You know what I'm saying? So that whole idea that we are where we are because men are in control, I highly advise them to reconsider that thought, because if there is a woman that is in place of position, it would pretty much be the same thing.
Right.
Nothing is going to be better, because let's just think about it like this, right? Who pushes the LGBT movement the most?
It be women.
Women. Women
So
are the
that's what
reason why
happened.
their whole movement is accepted to this day.
Yeah, but that's what happened once women see, when men are in power, they take everything into consideration. When women get in power, what happened is they push an agenda because they're saying that, hey, we've been left out, so you need to look at this. You need to pay attention to this because you guys aren't sensitive to that. And then all those
They make emotional decisions.
all those things become the agenda. And here we are talking about, oh, we're not gonna talk about war. No, because we're all about peace over here. That's what's wrong with y'all. You always want to fight. Well, they about to come over here and start shooting. So I don't know what you about to do. Oh, and then, because that's not how they think, So they pushing their agenda, and it is what it is. But like you said, it's going to all self-destruct, because at some point you're going to need us to really always do what we always do, come in and help. And women and men are not the same, will never be the same. But we running late. We got to go do this other video. Man, it's a good conversation, and I definitely want to hack back in with Sean and then have this conversation too, because you said a couple of things that really got my mind going too. Because like you said, you can't say that there's just like one man up there making all these decisions. It's a joint collaborative thing. It's just that, what I'm saying, we understand we prioritize things differently. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of decisions that have been made have been based on women, like women and the people that are around them, bro. It's not just based on men. Or what would men think if we pass this law? What will you know what I mean? It's not what it's not what a lot of these laws and a lot of these rules that have been passed have even been about. So at the end of the day, it's just, some people just need to get it together. Some people need the truth to be told to them, and they need to just understand and listen.
And that's what we're here to do on the
E.B.H. Black Show
with your boy Powerball, Rich, the co-host. Feel it. And so we about to go get this video, and Sean about to get it in. This boy did a video, did a podcast, gonna do another video.
Man, he talking about.
Yeah, I told you we out here working, man.
We out here working. Let's see. This is another one.
Shout out to my cousin Sean.
Hey, so you got your social media that you want to shout out,
Sean? You got social media where you can contact.
Yeah. My social media.
Like he's smoking with us or something,
right?
That's all I'm like. Oh,
he thinking about his work. He was like, all right, let me get this ready. He was switching gears on us.
Where they can find you?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at We The Party Sean, and then YouTube Pro Exclusive PROXCLUSIV, and just definitely look out for those documentaries that I'm doing.
Yes.
It's a docu-series that's I mean it's motivational when you watch it. The people that I'm gonna sit down with are definitely some people that you definitely will want to hear from. I got 2 out so far. I'm definitely about to drop some more. I'm gonna do one on myself, and other than that, man, I'm just out here working. Shoot, I mean, that's what I do. I'm a real humble dude. I just like to stay busy, and I just like to work, man. I do what I do.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, thanks for jumping down with us, Nova.
Man, thanks for having me. It's all good, man. I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, we want to jump in. We want to go deeper into it. We want to get into it. Yeah, so let's get this video cracking, y'all. Hey, y'all out there, y'all have a safe. What is it? What was it? Memorial Day? Is that what it is?
Memorial weekend.
Y'all stay safe out there. You never know. We might pop back up. You know what? We actually gonna do the interview tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna do an interview. It's gonna pop up like the ice cream truck.
Leaving niggas
Brains on flat.
Hey,
You say you be getting jiggy, but in these streets you ain't known for getting busy. Hey,
say you be getting
jiggy,
but in these streets
you ain't known for it, nigga.
you said you ain't known for it, nigga.
Like a little kid.
Right.